Hey guys, I just wanted to share a quick update with you. So Persistent World has been updated to version 1.1. Nothing major. First small thing, the internal police computer, so the police computer that you use inside the game, sometimes the vehicle license plate autofill was creating an extra space at the end, so that issue has been fixed. Also, some scrolling issues have been fixed. So sometimes when you were scrolling to create a ticket, it was going a little too fast. It would sometimes do two or three at a time. So that's been changed. So it only scrolls down once at a time. And then I'm not going to call it a major crazy update, but the major update with this 1.1 is the vehicle name and plate lock. I guess as I was testing this more, sometimes when I should say the plugin changed a plate and changed the name, I think LSPDFR was then changing the name again because it was seeing a different plate, thinking it needs to be a different persona. So to fix that issue, what I did is I did a vehicle plate lock. So once the vehicle plate is changed once, it stays at that plate, and then the driver and or gender is always going to return the same name that should be on the plate. So if it recognizes that the name changes, it'll just change it back. Sometimes I did say gender because as I was testing this, sometimes I was getting like an Ashley with a man's face, or I was getting like a Tom with a girl's face. So even though the name was working, the names were matching the vehicles, the genders of the faces were not. So I did implement the genders to match as well. So now if you have an Ashley or a Tom, they should be a female and male respectively. Sometimes like a Sam will be both. I did pull over a couple of Sams and noticed some Sams were men, some Sams were women, but I think that's using the database, the local database where we have that male female field, and that does make sense because Sam is obviously both a male and female name. Tom and Ashley are not, so obviously that's kind of where we're at with that. So I'll go ahead and just pull over one of the cars right in front of me, and you will notice right away that both the driver and the vehicle plate are going to match every time now. So,
pull the car over.
Of course,
Dispatch, we got eyes on the target. Moving to engage.
We don't need to pursue. We just want to pull over some.
Target spotted, northbound. Blue, sports utility vehicle. Sonora Freeway. All units stand by.
So the main difference is you were probably seeing some of the plates that existed in the database and for other people than who the driver actually was. So that was the main issue. Now when we pull over cars, it's going to be the driver of the car. In the future, once I verify this is working 100%, we're going to change that a little bit. So like if there's a stolen car, it's obviously not going to have the same driver as the owner. And we'll mix it up a little bit. So like 5% of drivers might be driving other cars just because you're not 100% of the time going to be driving your car in the real world. Especially if you have a husband or wife. Your cars might be registered to the other one. You're usually not registered to both. So you might be driving your husband and or wife's car sometimes. So right now we have Ivia Ruiz. So let's go ahead and look her up in the system, and our plate should return 718 for her and the model number. So we've got 718. It does return that. It returns the model number. So as you can see with this change, whoever the vehicle driver is going to now be the owner of the car. We also noticed when I pulled the ID from stop to head that the genders did match. So all that should be working and the flow's good now. If anybody sees any issues with that, just feel free to go ahead and reach out to me, send me a message, comment on the mod. I'd be more than happy to take a look at any issues and try to get them fixed. Hope you all have a great weekend.